All right, good evening and welcome to Jimtown High School, home of the Lady Jimmies. Steve Stricker here with Blake Thomas on camera for us tonight. We thank you for tuning in to RTC4.com's coverage of the Argos Lady Dragons. And tonight the Lady Dragons are on the road taking on the Jimtown Lady Jimmies. The Lady Dragons come into tonight losers of their last three contests. They lost at Triton, home to Winnemac, and then on Tuesday lost a tough battle over at North Judson to the Lady Blue Jays. So the Lady Dragons looking to get back on track here. They come into tonight's contest at 2-3. The Lady Jimmies are 0-6 on the year. So we're hoping that the Lady Dragons can get back on track here this evening. They've got a possibility in the next two games, very winnable games if they come out and play the way we know they can. They got a great possibility of going into the Thanksgiving break over 500. They've got this one here this evening, and then a one-win Culver Community team coming into Phil Waybright Gymnasium on Tuesday, the last game before the start of the Thanksgiving break. So I am going to be flying solo here tonight. Andy is off with his Ancilla soccer team. Coach for Argos is, of course, Gary Teal. He's 82-40 in his sixth season with the Dragons, 240 and 150 in 18 seasons overall. Alicia Hankins is the head coach for the Lady Jimmies. She is in her first season and 0-6 so far for Jimtown. Last outing, of course, we said Argos lost to Judson, and that was a score of 70-46. Jimtown lost to Elkhart Christian 39-19. One common foe for the Lady Dragons and Jimmies, that was Bethany Christian. The Jimmies, of course, lost to Bethany Christian, and the Lady Dragons won that game 35-33. The series over the last 15 years actually goes to Jimtown. They lead 8-7, so the Lady Dragons can pick up a win here this evening. That would even up the series over the last 15 years. Last time they met was November 19th of last year at Argos, and the Argos Lady Dragons won that one 65-16. So should be a good one here tonight. Hopefully the Lady Dragons can get back on track. They've had, they've had their fair share of good play. Just a couple of minutes here or there. We've talked about it. The Judson game. Judson's a really good team, and that game didn't go so good for them, but really the Triton game, we talked about it. They had an opportunity, tied going into the last 5 minutes, and just weren't able to finish off that game. The Winnemac game, they played good except for about a 3-minute stretch going into the half. So, really, other than those two, about 8-minute stretches total, and then the whole Judson game, you can just throw that out the window. That's just a really good team. Lady Dragons have played good, so we might have some streaming issues here going on. I hope we can get everything resolved. We're going to do the best we can. If nothing else, we'll have this thing and send it out on Monday, but we're going to do the best we can to get everything out for you live here tonight. So we got about a minute left here to go before the start of this one. It's going to be the Lady Dragons and the Lady Jimmies here from Jerry Cook Court at Jimtown High School, coming your way here in just a moment.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on RTC4.com. all from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages. Now I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Right. Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argos and Rochester.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master Instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp. Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with Instant Issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to...
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All right, welcome back here to Jimtown High School, Jerry Cook Court. We're getting set to go with our starting lineups. And we're going to start off with the visitors, the Argos Lady Dragons. Five foot 1 inch sophomore guard, number 20, Cagney Hoffman. 5'9" senior, number 24, Macy Stricker. 5'8" sophomore, number 34, Morgan Dunlap. 5'9" forward sophomore, number 42, Macy Morris. And a 5'10" senior, number 44, Rachel Kuntz. Starters for Jimtown.
Here's your starting lineup for the home team, the Jimtown Lady Jimmies. She's a 5'7" sophomore, number 12, Olivia Farkas.
5'7" sophomore, number 12, Olivia Farkas. 5'9" freshman, number 22, Jocelyn Sandoval. 5'6" sophomore, 24, Jenna Burkett. A 5'10" sophomore, number 30, Jamie Lawson, and a 5'7" junior, number 32, Lauren Wolf. So the starting lineups have been announced, and we're getting set to go here with some Lady Dragons basketball here from Jimtown High School. It's going to be Kuntz going up against Lawson for the tip. All right. Better get a ball there, guys. So that's a good way to start the game there. The refs forgot to grab the ball. So Kuntz going up against Lawson. And we're getting set to go here with the varsity match. Kuntz tips it back, and Morris is able to control it. Brings it across the timeline. Morris has it up to Stricker up top. She's going to take a three. She just short, and the rebound goes to Hoffman. Stricker's going to drive in, back over to Hoffman. Dunlap has it. Dunlap gets it up. Stricker from 16, and just a little long on that one. The rebound goes to Burkhart. Farkas brings it across. Steal, and it's going to be a jump ball. And it's going to be Jimtown's ball. It's going to be a side out. Wolf is going to take it for the Jimmies. Dunlap is able to get in front of it, knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be Lady Jimmy's ball. A little full court pressure by the Lady Dragons. And they're able to get it across, and Dunlap knocks it out of bounds again. Nice defensive play there. They get it in. It's over in the corner. Lawson has it, and she's going to get called for the turnover. First of the game for the Lady Jimmies. Stricker's going to bring it across the timeline for the Lady Dragons. Gets it over. Hoffman has it on the right wing. Little zone action looks like by the Jimmies. Looks like they're in a 2-3. Stricker has it up top. Gets it to the high post. Morgan Dunlap wheels in, and she gets fouled. And that's going to be the first team foul. Looks like they're going to get 32. It's going to be Lauren Wolf. Her first foul, team's first. Dunlap at the line, shooting 2. 6:31 left to go here in the first quarter. Dunlap puts the first in, first points of the game for the Lady Dragons. Dunlap with one more here from the stripe. And it's up and off the back iron, no good. And the rebound goes to the Lady Jimmies. Farkas has it. And there's going to be a foul on Hoffman. That'll be her first. Argos is first. Wolf will inbounds. She gets it in to Farkas. Hoffman on Farkas, back over to Wolf. Nice screen there. Good adjustment for the Lady Dragons. Morris with the good defense, and there's a steal by Stricker. She's got an open lane to the bucket, nice and easy, and puts it in. So the steal and the bucket by Stricker puts the Dragons up 3-0 with 6:04 left here in the first. Hoffman's got to be smart right there. She's getting a little bouncy with Farkas. Doesn't want to pick up her second here early in the first quarter. Lady Dragons in their 2-3 zone. Kuntz is covering the high post. There's a tie-up. Good job by Morris. And it's going to go to the Lady Dragons on the jump ball. All right, so we might be bouncing in and out a little bit if you're watching us live. Scott's saying we're kind of bouncing a little bit, so I do apologize for that. But we're going to do the best we can here. Stricker gets it over. Hoffman has it. She sees Kuntz. Nice cut there, baseline by Kuntz, and she can't make the 10-footer. And the rebound goes to Lawson for Jimtown. She's going to bring it across with Hoffman. There's a tip away by Stricker. But a nice job there by Sandoval. Three-pointer on the way, and it is good for Jenna Burkhart. Ties the game at 3 now with 5:14 left here in the first quarter. Stricker's going to try and match it, and she's off the mark. Nice rebound underneath by Dunlap. And she's going to go back to the line shooting 2 more. The foul is going to be on 24 Burkhart. That'll be her first, team's second. Dunlap at the line shooting 2 more. She's 1 of 2 from the line, and she puts that one in. She's 2 of 3. 1 more here for Dunlap from the line. Second free throw is good, so 3 of 4 for Dunlap. She's got 3 points, and the Lady Dragons back up top 5-3. A little full court pressure here by the Dragons. The Jimmies get it across. Burkhart has it, and it's tipped out. Nobody's going back. And it's going to go off of Jimtown, so it'll be Lady Dragons ball. We're going to have our first sub of the game, number 10. Heather Ward is going to come in, and Sandoval is going to take a break. Stricker has it out top. She gets it over Hoffman on the wing. Hoffman looks, swings it across to Morris. Morris, nice drive. Shut off, and then she's going to take it back, and it's going to come up short, and the rebound goes to Jimtown. And almost an over and back right there. There's another 3 attempt by 24, Burkhart, and she's good on that one. 2 of 2 from 3-point range, puts the Lady Jimmies up 6-5 with 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Morris wheels, gets it out. Dunlap, she's going to take a 3. It's going to be way short. And a nice job there by Hoffman. Throws herself into the bleachers, gets the save, and Kuntz gets the bucket off of the beautiful hustle play there by Hoffman. "15-footer is good for Lawson. And we're going back and forth here. Coach Teal is going to get a 30-second timeout. Abby Manikowski is going to check in for Cagney Hoffman. Lady Jimmy's up 8-7 here early. We've got 3:28 left to go in the first quarter of play here from Jimtown High School. And hot shooting so far for the Lady Jimmies. 2 for 2 from 3-point range for Burkhart. Nice little 15-footer there by Lawson. And so far the Lady Dragons, 3 points from Dunlap, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Rich Stricker with the steal and the layup. And then we saw Kuntz get the easy bunny off of the nice hustle play there by Hoffman. So it's going to be Lady Dragons ball out of the timeout. Manikowski has checked in for Hoffman. Dunlap's going to bring it across. Gets it over Stricker on the right side. Back over. Morris is going to take a 3 off the left, and it's going to be just short, but a big rebound there by Kuntz. Nice fake, and she's going to be blocked, and they're going to call a jump ball, and it's going to go to Jimtown. So nice offensive rebound there by Kuntz, but good defense by the Lady Jimmies. And Lady Dragons are back on the defense. Almost a steal there by Manikowski on Farkas. And the pass inside. Wolf can't hit the shot. Stricker's going to come up quick. Gets it over Dunlap on the left. Dunlap is going to wheel in, and she's going to go to the line once again. Nice drive there by Dunlap. And she's going to get 2 more free throws. Already shot 4. She's going to have 6 free throws here just in the first quarter alone. That foul is going to be on Farkas. Be her first. Team's third. And all 3 of the fouls have put Dunlap at the line shooting 2 shots. 3 of 4 for Dunlap. She misses that one, so 3 of 5 now. And her 6th free throw coming up here. And she's off the mark with that one as well, so drops to 3 of 6 now, misses both. There's another 3-pointer on the way, and it is good for Burkhart. might want to get on her. She is 3 of 3. She has 9 points here in the first quarter for the Lady Jimmies. Dunlap is going to try another 3, and it rolls over and no good. And the Lady Jimmies get the rebound. Burkhart's going to bring it across. They're going to call a foul on Manikowski. That's going to be her first, team second. Lady Dragons kind of, I don't know. They're having some trouble here on defense. Lady Jimmies with 11 points in the first quarter on 3 of 3 from three-point range for Burkhart. Burkhart with the ball. She's looking for a screen. Gets it across, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Stricker. We've got another sub. Abigail Snyder, 5'9" sophomore, has come in for the Jimmies. Gets it across. Ward gets it to Snyder. Steal by Cagney Hoffman back into the game for Morris. He's going to give her a break. So Lady Jimmy's up 4.
Returning for Jimtown, number 12, Olivia Farkas.
Farkas comes back in for the Lady Jimmies. Lady Jimmies lead 11-9, minute 13 left to go. Stricker brings it across. Hoffman has it on the left. Back up top. Stricker looking. Gets it over. Manikowski finds Kuntz on the baseline. Back up top. Stricker's going to try another 3, and she's way off the mark. And Rachel Kuntz. And there's going to be a foul called. So the cold shooting for Stricker continues from three-point range. So the foul is going to be on Snyder, her second, team's 5th. Stricker's going to inbounds here. Dunlap gets it. Dunlap mishandles the pass, but she's able to get it and corral it. Lady Dragons with 2-point deficit. 41 seconds left here in the first quarter. Trying to see if they can tie things up here going into second quarter. Stricker drives in but doesn't take the shot and passes back out. Mankowski, Kuntz on the baseline. Kuntz with the 10-footer, shots off the mark. Morgan Dunlap can't get it. Nice rebound that time by Lawson. And she's going to bring it across with Stricker working on her. Another shot, and that one is off by Burkhart. So 3 of 4 here in the first quarter. Hoffman's going to take it all the way in, and no foul, no shot. So that is going to be the end of the first quarter. The Lady Dragons trail 9-11 here at Jimtown. We're going to take a break. Be back with second quarter action in just a moment.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on rtc4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
There's no better time than right now to buy or refinance a home, and there's no better place to go for a mortgage loan than First Federal Savings Bank.
Mortgage interest rates are still incredibly low, so now's the perfect time to talk with one of our loan experts.
We offer a variety of mortgage loans, from conventional loans to FHA and USDA subsidized loans.
We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Are you in?
All right, second quarter getting underway here from Jimtown. Lady Jim with an 11-9 lead here after one. Lady Dragons with the ball here to start the quarter. Hoffman, Stricker has it up top. There she goes. Stricker finally gets one to fall. She's got 5, and Lady Dragons back up 12-11. And there's a trap up top. Nope, they're going to call the Jimtown coach wanted a timeout, but they call the jump ball before they award the timeout. And it's going to stay Lady Jimmy's ball in the alternating possession. And almost a 5-second call. Coach does get a timeout on before the 5-second runs out. So 7:31 left to go here in the first. Lady Dragons back up front by 1. We'll be back here in just a second.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on rtc4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
Okay, back here, Jimtown ball. The coach called a timeout. They couldn't get the ball in. And almost a steal by Dunlap. Can't stop before she goes out of bounds, but nice defensive play there by Dunlap. So Wolf inbounds here for the Lady Jimmies. And defense is picked up here in the second quarter for the Lady Dragons. Lawson has it. Farkas is going to get called for the foul. That's going to be her second, team's 6th. So Lady Dragons going to be shooting 1-1 on the next foul. Ward is going to give Farkas a break. She's got 2 fouls. And Stricker brings it across. Lady Dragons up 14-11. 7 minutes left here in the first half. And a little 15-footer there by Morgan Dunlap is good. Lady Dragons starting to warm up now here in the second. Pulling up, they got a 5-point lead, largest of the game for the Lady Dragons. And there's a 3-pointer, and it's way off the mark, but the rebound goes to Jimtown. Burkhart gets it, and there's a steal by Kuntz. Stricker wheels in, gets it over. Morris back to Stricker. Stricker's looking, gets it over to Hoffman. They're looking baseline to Kuntz, and can't get it there. There's a nice flash, Morgan, and she shuffled her feet. That's all right. That's the first turnover of the game here for the Lady Dragons in the 6 minutes left in the first half, so they've had a pretty clean first half. Hoffman with a little full court pressure on Burkhart, and she's going to get the steal and put it in. So Hoffman, one-man press, and she gets the steal and the bucket, and that puts the Lady Dragons up 7 with 6:12 left to go. Great start here. They've scored 9 unanswered coming out of the quarter break. So Lady Dragons do a nice job here to start the second quarter. We're going to take a break. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argos and Rochester.
All right, welcome back here. Coach Hankins for Jimtown calls a timeout. Lady Dragons come out of the halftime break down by 2 and have scored 9 unanswered now and lead 18-11 over the Lady Jimmies. Full court press here by the Lady Dragons, and they're struggling. They're going to get a 5-second call. No, they're going to call another timeout. So Coach Hankins is, I think, pretty close to being out of timeouts here early in the second quarter. We got a 30-second timeout on the floor. We're going to keep it right here. While we're doing this, update what we've got. Hoffman with 2 off of that nice steal and put back. Stricker with 5. Morgan Dunlap has 5. Macy Morris has 2. And Rachel Kuntz has 4. For the Lady Jimmies, 9 points for Burkhart on 3 of 4 from three-point range. And the other 2 come from Lawson. So good. Looks like the Lady Dragons have gone man-to-man here. And they're going to get a 5-second call, and that's going to be a turnover for the Lady Jimmies. Good defense that time by the Lady Dragons. No movement towards the basket, so the 5-second count was on, and Lady Dragons get the turnover. Hoffman up to Stricker on top. Stricker's going to look over to Morris. Back up. Stricker's going to take the long 3 over the top, and she's good for 3. That is 2 in a row now for Macy Stricker, and she's got 8 points here in the first half. She's got to be careful there. You don't want to pick up a silly foul. Nice play and beautiful shot fake that time by Wolf, and she puts the little 8-foot jumper in. First points of the second quarter. Nice pass from Dunlap into Morris. Nice recognition. Morris has 4, and the Lady Dragons are up 10. They're going to get another one if they're not careful right here. Yeah, carry. So another turnover. Lawson having some trouble with Dunlap playing the defense on her. Jordan Sandoval checks into the game for the Lady Jimmies. Stricker has it up top. Looking for Morris. She's going to get it down to her on the low wing. Morris goes over the top. Nice pass and a good catch by Kuntz. And she puts it in. That's her 6th point of the night, and Lady Dragons are up 12. Biggest lead of the night here for the Lady Dragons. And almost another travel there by Sandoval. Shot is off the mark, and it's rebounded by Lawson. Lawson looking for somebody. She gets it over to Wolf. I'm not sure who number 14 is. Did you hear who 14 was? I don't know who 14 is. She's not listed here. All right, there's a 14 on the floor for Jimtown, and she's not listed on the roster, so I apologize for that. Stricker has it. Lady Dragons up 12. Nice over the top dump off. Morris with the beautiful positioning, and she's got 6 now, and Lady Dragons opening up a 14-point lead. Full court press and poked out of bounds by Stricker, but a good defense there by the Lady Dragons. So the number 14 player that I don't know who she is goes out. Number 10 Ward checks back in for the Lady Jimmies. And they're having a hard time getting it in here, and it's going to be tipped by Stricker on the inbounds, and it's going to stay Lady Jimmies, but they're having a rough time getting the ball in. Abby Manikowski is going to check back in. Hoffman's going to take a break for the Lady Dragons. Thanks, Andy. My partner Andy Stone's giving me text updates on our internet feed and what kind of job we're doing. Three-pointer taken, no good for Lawson, and the rebound goes to Morris. Dunlap, she's going to take it all the way. Nobody picks her up, and they're going to call the foul on Burkhart. That will be her second here in the first half. 7th team foul for the Lady Jimmies. Put Dunlap back at the line. She's 3 of 6 so far from the free throw line, and puts that one in. 4 of 7. Dunlap has 6 points. Lady Dragons up 15 now, biggest lead of the game. Dunlap, second free throw is good. So 5 of 8 now for Dunlap. With 3:42 left to go, Lady Dragons have opened up a 16-point lead. They've outscored Jimtown 20-2 here in the second quarter. Kaylee Carlton's going to check into the game now for Rachel Kuntz for Argos. Lady Dragons are going to back off of the full court press and pick everybody up man-to-man at half court. Lawson brings it across. She's got Dunlap working on her. Dunlap, good defense. Lawson tries to get around Stricker with the help. And they're going to try and trap. And we got another timeout. Coach Hankins, and she's going to be out of timeouts, I think, here for the first half. So with 3:25 left to go here in the first half, Argos leads Jimtown 29-13. We'll take a break and be back here from Jerry Cook Court in just a moment.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All right, welcome back. We are in a timeout. We have 3:25 left to go here in the first half from Jimtown High School. The Lady Dragons have opened up a 16-point advantage on a great second quarter. They were actually trailing 11-9 at the start of the quarter and have outscored the Lady Jimmies 20-2. Still have 3:25 yet to go here in the quarter. So easy to say the most productive quarter of play that the Lady Dragons have had all season. And there's a turnover. It's going to be Burkhart. Gets called with the double dribble. Now Hoffman's going to give Morgan Dunlap a break. And Lawson's going to come back in, and Burkhart's going to take a break for the Lady Jimmies. Stricker, Manikowski, Carlton, Morris, and Hoffman, the 5 out for the Lady Dragons. Stricker has it out top. She gets it to a nice little cut. Still open right there, and they get it into Morris. Beautiful pass and cut there by Stricker. She's going to drive it in, take the 15-footer. It's going to be just a little long, but a nice rebound. Carlton, and she gets whacked from behind, actually, by Manikowski that time. And then Manikowski trips over the volleyball line. So rough play there by the Lady Dragons, and it's going to be a turnover on the travel. Only the second turnover here of the first half for the Lady Dragons. And Lawson brings it across. She's got Hoffman on her now. Hoffman, the tenacious little defender. Carlton needs to turn her head, and she gets a little late there, and Lawson with a nice drive gets around Hoffman, and Carlton a little late on the rotation. Lawson puts it in for the 4th point of the second quarter here for the Lady Jimmies. Stricker has it up top. Manikowski gets it to Morris. Nice cut there by Stricker, and she's off the mark with the layup. Carlton gets 2 offensive rebounds. And great job in there by the junior. She's going to go to the line, get rewarded for her efforts for the 2 offensive rebounds. The foul is going to be on Ward. That'll be her first. Carlton just off the mark on the first one. Carlton with one more here from the line. Gives the Lady Dragons 30 points. That's Carlton's first point of the game. 30-15 with 2:18 left here in the first half. And there's a steal. Nice job by Morris. Causes the turnover and mishandles the ball. Stricker's going to drive it in, and she's just off the mark. Another offensive board by Carlton, and good rebound there off the miss by Wolf. There's a trap in the corner. Another trap and a steal by Hoffman. 8 turnovers now for Jimtown here in the second quarter. Stricker goes around and puts it in for 2. Macy Stricker with the nice drive. She's got 10 here in the first half. Good to see her get going on offense for the Lady Dragons. Good defense there again by the Lady Dragons. And they're going to get, take your pick. It can be Carlton or Manikowski. Let's see who they pick. Number 12, so it's going to be on Manikowski. That'll be her second. Morgan Dunlap and Shandell Parker are going to come in. Morris and Stricker are going to take a break. Lady Dragons up 17 with 1:16 still to go here in the first half. And she has 3 fouls? I missed one. Huh. Blake tells me Abby has 3 fouls, and I look at the board and she does. So 3 fouls for Manikowski. That's 15 fouls. So she's got 60% of the Lady Dragons fouls. There's a 3-pointer way off the mark by Lawson, and the rebound goes to Hoffman. Sydney Shepard, a 5'6" freshman, has checked into the game for the Lady Dragons. She has the ball, and a nice pass to Dunlap, but good defense that time by the Lady Jimmies. So with no JV game here this evening, some of the younger players get a chance. There's a drive blocked, and Carlton gets another offensive rebound, and she gets that one to go. She's got 3 first half points, and the Lady Dragons are up 19 with 19.2 seconds left here in the first half. What a second quarter of action here for the Lady Dragons. Down 2 coming into the quarter. They've opened up a 19-point advantage, and they're not done yet. They're going to try, and there's a jump ball. And I think it'll be, I think it'll be the Lady Dragons. So 3.2 seconds left. They got an opportunity here to put 2 or 3 more on the board if they can get something going here. Hoffman triggers it in. Parker's got it. She's got to go quick, and she's going to get fouled, and that's going to put her at the line shooting 1-and-1. The foul is going to be on number 10, Ward. That'll be her second with 0.7 of a second left here in the first half. So she's going to go out, and Sandoval is going to go in for her. Parker, there's an R in there. Well, we got a lane violation, so if she misses it, which, man, that was a beautiful free throw. I don't even think that touched the net by Parker. What a free throw by Parker. I mean, you can't dial up a shot any better than that was. And, of course, she misses the second. So that's going to do it after one half. The Lady Dragons up 35-15. That second quarter was 26-4 in favor of the Lady Dragons. Down 2 points going into the second quarter. Lady Dragons, man, I tell you what, they come out on fire in the second quarter. Led by Stricker with a couple big 3-pointers. Good to see her get back on track. She has 10 first half points. So let's take a quick break. I'll total up the first half stats, and come back here with your halftime festivities from Jerry Cook Court at Jimtown High School.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp. Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with instant issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to bank.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on rtc4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
All right, we're back here at the half. Lady Dragons with a great second quarter effort. We're just going to go to the court here for the remainder of the first half. We'll come back here with second half action as soon as it starts. Alrighty, welcome back here. Second half getting set to go from Jerry Cook Court here at Jimtown High School. Lady Dragons with a 35-15 lead here at the half off of a monstrous second quarter, outscoring the Lady Jimmies 26-4. Joe Manikowski's up here sitting with me. He is the junior high boys coach. Doesn't want to put the mic on. I don't know why. I've had him on the mic before. He's just being shy here tonight. Andy is off doing something. I really don't know what. Thought he was doing. Hey, if you see this thing freeze up. So a jump ball call, start the second half. And Stricker brings it across. Starting five back out on the floor here for the Lady Dragons to start the second half. Stricker gets it. Morris, she's going to take it from 15, a little off the mark. And they're going to call from behind. They're going to call a foul on Wolf. That'll be her second. Really didn't look like she touched her from this angle, but they're going to say that it is a foul. Stricker inbounds at Morris. Wheels it up to Dunlap at the top. Back out. Stricker for three. Just short. And rebound goes to Lawson for the Lady Jimmies. Farkas brings it across. Back over to Lawson. Lawson on the left wing. Back up top. Farkas has it. Farkas has Dunlap on her. And Stricker off the switch on the screen. Wolf has it up top, passes it over. Back up, Farkas with Stricker on her now, off of the switch, and there's a steal by Hoffman. And she's going to go coast to coast and doesn't make the basket, but she's going to be fouled and go to the line shooting two. That's going to be a third foul on Farkas, putting Hoffman at the line. First free throw is good for Cagney Hoffman. She's got 3 points. Hoffman with one more here from the line, and it's off the front iron, no good. Rebound goes to Lawson, and she's going to get fouled from behind by Kuntz. That'll be her first. I think I heard a little Kuntz in that by the announcer. That was pretty cool. Anyway, Farkas brings it across. Morris with good defense and creates the turnover with the good defense there by Macy Morris. Lady Dragons get possession back. Stricker has it, brings it across, gets it over to Hoffman. Hoffman back up top. Stricker gets Morgan Dunlap in the corner. Stricker back up top. Morris has it, back up top. Stricker. Back over. Morris is going to take a three from the wing, and it goes in and out, and it's going to go off of, look like Wolf, and it's going to be out of bounds for the Lady Dragons. 6:23 left to go in the third. Argos up 36-15. She had Morris there. Gets it out to Dunlap. Jimmy's in a 2-3 zone again here against the Lady Dragons. Hoffman has it. Back up. Stricker gets it over. Dunlap has it. Nice pass. High post. Morris, and it rolls in for Macy Morris. That's her 8th point of the night. Dragons up 38-15. Farkas brings it across. Almost a steal there and a drive. And they're going to count that bucket and one. Nice job by Lawson. Puts the bucket in. And that's going to be Kuntz, and that's going to be her second foul. Both here in the second half. 2 team fouls, both on Rachel Kuntz. And that puts Lawson at the line, shooting the and one. Lawson off the back iron. And the rebound goes to Morris. And she brings it up. Kuntz has... Stricker was open underneath. They didn't see her. She gets blocked off the baseline, and it's tipped out of bounds. Nice drive there by Stricker. You got a sub, number 44, Abigail Snyder. She's going to check in for Sandoval for the Lady Jimmies. Snyder, a 5'9" sophomore for the Lady Jimmies. They had a side out of bounds play, and they were all on the wrong side, it looks like. A little step back there by Dunlap. Stricker going to be off the mark on the 18-footer. And nice play there by Hoffman. Gets a hand on it in the turnover. Dunlap takes it coast to coast, can't get it to go in. And they're going to get Hoffman from the backside on the foul. That's going to be her second. Team's third here in the second half. So Lady Dragons a little sloppy coming out of the break. Coach Teal wants to talk it over with the Lady Dragons. 38-17 with 5:15 left to go here in the third. It's just a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it right here at Jerry Cook Court for the timeout. 35-15, so it is a 3-2 third quarter so far. Lady Dragons with 3 to the Jimmies 2. 2 turnovers for Jimtown here in the third quarter. No turnovers for the Lady Dragons. A little sluggish coming out of the halftime break for the Lady Dragons. Sometimes when you go in with a 20-point halftime lead, you want the game to kind of move along, and they got to realize they still have 16 minutes of game time they got to play. This isn't a Dragon team that can take anything for granted. And there's a nice play by Hoffman. Gets the jump ball call, and it's going to stay Lady Jimmy's. Full court man-to-man pressure, it looks like, by the Lady Dragons. And there's a trap, and they get it into the middle. Nice job to Wolf. And good job there by the Lady Jimmies to break the press, but they can't finish at the other end. Dunlap sees Stricker. Stricker almost got it to Morris, but good job there of recovering by the Lady Jimmies. Dunlap has it up top. She gets it over to the wing. Stricker has it. Back up Dunlap. 2-3 zone here still for the Lady Jimmies. Stricker on the wing down to the baseline. Dunlap's going to take it just inside the three-point line, and she's going to be good. It's going to be her 9th point of the evening. Dunlap working on the defense on Farkas, and there's Hoffman, almost gets another steal. Burkhart drives it in, can't put it in. Rebound to Morris. Morris is running, she's got numbers, and nice defensive play that time by Lawson, knocks it away. She's going to go all the way against Morgan Dunlap, and Lawson puts it in. Lawson now with a 4 points here in the second. She's got 8 on the night. Bright spot for the Lady Jimmies here in the second half. Kuntz has it, passes it out to Dunlap. Dunlap's going to take it just inside the three-point line. Kuntz with the offensive rebound, and she wheels around, can't finish. And the littlest girl on the floor, Hoffman, gets the rebound and gets it over, and Kuntz puts it in. That's the 8th point for Kuntz, and what a job on the boards there by Cagney Hoffman, 5'1". I think that's with 2x4s on her feet. Gets the offensive rebound and a nice pass to Kuntz. And there's another one. Lawson's coming alive here in the second half. She's got 6. That gives her 10 for the night. Burkhart had 9 in the first for him, and Lawson coming alive here in the second. So Lady Jimmies have some bright spots to look at here, even though they're down by 21. Morris is going to take a 3, and it's going to be long. And the rebound to Farkas. And Farkas, nice move. And she goes around Stricker but can't put it in. And Morris comes away with the rebound. Morris gets it across, and Dunlap has it now up top. Gets it over to the left to Stricker. Back up top, Hoffman has it. Kuntz thinks about a three and passes it up. Stricker has it on the left. She's going to take a long three, and that's way off the mark. Not sure, she was 5 feet behind the arc. And a little hesitation there. Hoffman's going to check in. Morris is going to go out.
Returning for Argos, number 12, Abby Mankowski. For Jimtown, number 20, Jordan.
Mankowski in. Morris is out. Nice pass there on the inbounds. And they're going to get Kuntz on the travel. So not bad. Only the third turnover of the game, first of the second half for the Lady Dragons. Farkas brings it across here for the Jimmies. Looks like the almost a steal there by Stricker. Can't quite get over to it. Farkas up top. She's got Manikowski working on her. They got to make sure they know where Wolf is. There's a steal by Dunlap, and she's got 1v1. She's going to take it in, and she's going to finish, and the foul is going to be called on Sandoval off of the bucket by Dunlap. Dunlap with 11, chance for 12 here. Carlton's going to check in for the Lady Dragons. She's going to give Kuntz a break. 5 of 8 from the line tonight for Morgan Dunlap. She has the and one chance here, and she hits it, and she is 6 of 9 from the stripe. Has 12 points. Lady Dragons up 24 with 1:38 left here in the third quarter. Good defense again. Hoffman is tenacious on the defensive end. Almost gets the steal, but they're going to get her with the foul. That'll be the team's 4th, and that's going to be her 3rd foul. 24, Burkhardt is going to check back in for the Lady Jimmies. Coach Teal looks like he's going to get a sub, probably Morris for Hoffman, but they don't get her in before the ball is inbounded. Burkhardt with it. She's got Hoffman on her. Gets it over to Wolf. Steal by Hoffman. 4th turnover here, the third quarter for the Lady Jimmies. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Stricker's working inside. Nice little jumper there off the mark. Good rebound, Carlton. And a good job keeping the ball high there by Kaylee Carlton, and she's going to get to the line with the shooting foul. And that's going to be a foul on Burkhardt. That'll be her 3rd. Burkhardt was 3 of 3 to start the game from 3-point range in the first quarter and hasn't scored since. Carlton puts the free throw in. She's got 4. She's 2 of 3 from the line. Stricker and Dunlap are going to take a break. Kuntz and Morris checking back in. So Kuntz, Morris, Carlton, Manikowski, and Hoffman for the Lady Dragons. And Carlton connects on the free throw. She's 3 of 4. She's got 5 points here for the Lady Dragons. And a 26-point lead with 30 seconds left here in the third. And a 3-pointer. Now they're going to call that a 2 by Lawson. And she's been the bright spot here in the third quarter for the Lady Jimmies. She had 4 at the half, and she's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So she got 8 points here in the quarter. That might be the only 8 points. Yes, she's got all 8 points for the Lady Jimmies. So that is going to do it after 3 quarters of play. Lady Dragons 47. The Lady Jimmies 23. we're going to take a break and come back here with fourth quarter action from Jerry Cook Court in just a moment.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argos and Rochester.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All right, fourth quarter getting underway here with Lady Jimmy's starting out with the ball. And Burkhart has it. Appreciate everybody tuning in to tonight's coverage of Lady Dragons basketball here from Jimtown High School. Burkhart's off the mark and a big rebound there by Kuntz. I apologize if I'm a little monotone. I'm just a little wore out. We had a great time on the call last night down at Logansport High School. Got to call my second Pioneer football game. The Pioneer Panthers advancing to Lucas Oil Field to play for the state championship next week. Appreciate everybody helping out last night. Of course, Scott Sager and Casey Hines helping me out with the call. It was a great time down there. The people at Logansport High School were all very helpful, and I can't thank them enough for everything that they've done. Pioneer High School as well, and congratulations to the Panthers. They advanced to the state championship game for the second straight season. 3 out of the last 4 years they've played down there, and they're looking to win the state for the first time since 1997. There's a layup on a steal by Dunlap. Stricker with a poke away, and good job. Mankowski gets on the floor. Another turnover for the Lady Dragons, forced by the Lady Dragons. Manikowski's going to take a three from the left wing. She's going to be just a little long. Nice offensive rebound, though, by Kuntz. Kuntz brings it down to her waist, and she's going to get tied up. That's the one bad thing that you can do when you're a basketball player. You can't bring that rebound down to your waist. Manikowski's going to inbound it. Stricker grabs it. She's got over to Morris on the baseline. Morris rotates it up. Stricker, nice pass. Beautiful look there. She found Kuntz at the last second. And a beautiful assist from Stricker into Kuntz. And Rachel Kuntz, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Rachel Kuntz with 10 points now for the Lady Dragons. Unselfish play that time by Macy Stricker. Just a little fuzzy at times on broadcast, maybe weather related. That's what we're going to say, Kelly. I don't know. Everything's a little fuzzy tonight. Yeah, shout out to Kelly Hoffman. They're apparently watching from home down there in Culver. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Shout out to my mother-in-law and father-in-law, Joe and Kathy Crans, watching Macy play from Peru. They've got deluged today with about 3 inches of water. And there's going to be a turnover. It's going to be Lady Dragons ball. Third turnover of the quarter for Jimtown. So appreciate everybody tuning in to the broadcast here tonight. Lady Dragons cruising 51-23. Stricker's good from three. She's found her range. She's got 3 threes on the night. That's great to see a smile on her face. It's been a struggle a little bit for her getting going offensively this year. A lot different. She's got a lot of, oh my word. Big time offensive foul on Burkhart right there. Just lowered her shoulder and laid Manikowski out. A little frustration there by the Lady Jimmies.
Returning for Jimtown, number 20, Jordan Sandoval, 22.
But, you know, Stricker's been doing this a long time at a high level, and you know, really the last 3 years it's kind of been the same cast of characters, and you know, she's joined she's joined by 4 new starters on the floor this year, and it's been, there's a three-pointer for Manikowski. Andy, you're just not paying attention. I think I gave you a couple shout-outs, but if you need a shout-out, I got a shout-out for Andy Stone, who should be here, who's not, but he's crying to me on the text line that I'm not giving him enough love, so. And there's a nice pass up ahead. Stricker just a little too far, and it's going to go out of bounds. Morris can't handle it, so turnover for Lady Dragons. Shandell Parker is going to check back in for Macy Morris. So it's good to see the smiles on the faces. It's been a rough stretch here for the Lady Dragons, losing 3 in a row. Of course, that's the other thing too. Last 3 seasons, really, 2 definitely. There's not been a 3-game. Ooh. Another big shove out of bounds by number 44, Snyder. It's going to start getting chippy. These refs are going to have to keep a control over this, and they're just calling that out of bounds. Boy, they didn't even call a foul on that. She lowered her shoulder and laid out Morgan Dunlap. And, you can't have that kind of thing. This is a basketball game. We're not playing Jimmy football here. I'm sorry, but she lowered her shoulder and laid out Morgan Dunlap on that play. I'm going to stand up for my girls every day of the week. And then Dunlap gets called with the foul. It's going to be her first of the night. Nice tie up there. Stricker, jump ball. Good defense by the Lady Dragons. Jump ball stays to the Jimmies. And there's nice inbounds play. That's going to be Lauren Wolf with the bucket. She's got 4. While I'm giving shout-outs, I want to give a big shout-out to, there's a 3-point shot, and it's going to be a little short. Parker gets a good rebound. Nice look, nice cut by Kuntz. And she's going to go up strong, and they're going to say that's a clean block. Want to give a Stricker doesn't have any fouls yet. Might as well use one of them if you can. And nice defense there on Lawson. And that's going to cause a turnover and travel. Starting to say I want to give a shout out to Scott Sager down at RTC. They've been wonderful to work for the last 2 seasons. Really enjoy it, and then throwing in, getting to do some football games down there, and I think I might get an opportunity to go down to not Bankers Life. I've already been there. I think I might get an opportunity to get a. Just to get the press pass and get the opportunity to go down there is a chance of a lifetime, and Stricker's going to take a 3, way off the mark there on that. I'm not sure what she was looking at. She's feeling it from 3, but that one was a little off the mark there for Stricker. 57-25 with 2:46 left to go. We've got some subs in the game. We've got Parker, we've got Carlton. And there is a 3 by Lawson. Lawson has been the bright spot for the Lady Jimmies here in the second. Coach Teal's going to get a timeout. We've got another freshman on the floor for the Lady Dragons. Maddie Vanderweel has checked in. Another freshman, looks like Emma Swathwood, is going to check in for the Lady Dragons. So.
Lady Jimmy's rescheduled game from last night at Marion will be on Monday.
Kelly Hoffman says Steve Stricker needs a shout out for broadcasting. Well, I don't need a shout out, but thanks, Kelly. Appreciate that. This is the part of the game, 57-28, almost a 30-point lead, 2:32 left to go. Appreciate you guys paying attention and watching and texting me. And Kelly's been a big supporter for our broadcasts for several years, as well as Alvin Morris, whose granddaughter's playing, Macy Morris. He supports us through his endeavors and through his business. He's the State Farm agent in Knox, Indiana, and appreciate his efforts helping out with the coverage and the broadcasts. Can't do it without the help of all the local folks. And if anybody knows anybody locally that wants to support the broadcast, feel free to either contact me or contact Scott down at RTC in Rochester. We're always looking for new partners to help out. Make sure we can keep covering this. The Lady Dragons have been important to us. This is actually Andy and I's 4th season covering Lady Dragons basketball. Our anniversary came, Andy's the bright spot. Our anniversary came against Judson. Our first game ever was against North Judson 4 years ago. Nice pass. Well, I hope we didn't freeze up on that. Mandy Vanderwill gets the bucket. Nice pass from Swathwood, and another freshman, Ashley Barlow, is going to check in. So we've got Barlow, Swathwood, Morgan Dunlap, Maddie Vanderwill, Kaylee Carlton in for the Lady Dragons with 1:46 left to go here. 59-28 game. Hoffman's going to check back in. I guess she probably is going to give Morgan Dunlap a break. Dunlap gets around, and an easy layup right there for Dunlap. Dunlap with 16 points. There's a 3-point attempt that is short by Lawson, and a rebound for Vanderwill. And looks like Coach Teal is going to get another one. That's Millie Anderson. She's not even listed, but I know Millie has become good friends with Macy. So Carlton and Dunlap are going to take a break. So Anderson and Hoffman will check in. So we got Swathwood, Hoffman, Vanderwill, Barlow, and Anderson. And travel, they could have called an offensive foul on Snyder that time. She got called for a travel instead. Andy Stone, you are the bright spot, I tell you what. And that's only when the sun is shining on your head, but other than that. All right, Vanderwill gets it over. Hoffman has it. Going to run the last minute out. 61-28 is your score. The Lady Dragons are going to get back to 500 here tonight with the win over the Lady Jimmies. They're going to be 3-3. They got an opportunity coming up on Tuesday if they can put together another win against the Lady Cavs. They got an opportunity to go into, like we talked about in the pregame, the Thanksgiving break over 500. So despite the 3-game losing streak that the Lady Dragons had, still an opportunity going into Thanksgiving over 500. So it's going to be one of those up and down years for the Lady Dragons. They got a lot of young players. A big block there by Hoffman, and they're going to call her with the foul. But 5'1" Hoffman with the block on Snyder. Yeah, that's going to be her 4th foul. What is our record? Are you actually listening to me over there, Madeline? Tell you what, that's dedication right there. She's sitting across the bleachers right there, and she's looking. Well, it's 3-3 after tonight. And the free throw is good by Snyder, 1 of 2 from the line, and it's a 61-29 game. And Last second, and that's going to do it. Your final score here from Jimtown. Lady Dragons win 61-29 over the Lady Jimmies. Let me add up some totals here for points. For the Lady Jimmies, I tell you, the second half, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
For the home team, Jimtown Lady Jimmies, Jenna Burkhardt with 9 points. With 2, Kathy Hoffman with 3, Macy Stricker with 13, Shandell Partner with 1 point, Macy Morris with 8, Rachel Coons with 10, Kaylee Carlton with 5. High score for the Lady Dragons, high score for the game, Morgan Dunlap with 16 points. Once again, the Lady Jimmies travel to Marion.
All right, so your scoring, Lawson led the Lady Jimmies with 15. Wolf had 4. Burkhart had 9. She was 3 of 3 from three-point range to start the game in the first quarter. Didn't score again after that. Wolf with 4, I said, and Snyder with 1. For the Lady Dragons led all scorers tonight, Morgan Dunlap with 16. Macy Stricker had a good night with 13. Macy Morris had 8. Rachel Kuntz had 10. Kaylee Carlton had 5. Parker had 1. Hoffman had 3. Vanderweel with 2. And Manikowski had 3. So great win for the Lady Dragons. They will move back to 500. They are 3-3 on the year. Jimmy's will fall to 0-7 for the year. We're going to be back on the air on Tuesday from Phil Waybright Gymnasium. The Lady Dragons will welcome in the Cavaliers from Culver Community for a non-conference game, a county rival, big-time rival, the closest school to Argos. Always a big rivalry game. The Lady Cavs are, getting better. They're still struggling a little bit. They've got some good players, though, on tap, and Coach Shedrow, I think, is going to have them hard again against the Lady Dragons. So for everybody here tonight, we appreciate you tuning in. Kind of a rainy, yucky day out, and appreciate everybody that tuned in. Kelly Hoffman down to Andy and Joe and Kathy Crans down in Peru. Hope you guys don't get too far underwater, and appreciate the help from Scott Sager down at RTC. Once again, coming up big for us. So we're going to wrap it up here from Jerry Cook Court, home of the Jimtown Lady Jimmies, where the Lady Dragons win this one 61-29. For Blake Thomas on the camera, I'm Steve Stricker, and good night, everybody. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. We will see you at Phil Waybright Gymnasium on Tuesday.